Hello, everyone. I was saying before I wanted to do a video of my NECA Ultimate Leatherface. This year it is the 50th anniversary of the original movie. Um, Honestly, I'm a bigger fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre too. That's kind of what got me into the film series. It scared the piss out of me, to be honest, when I was a child. Um, and it sounds weird because it's the goofier and sillier movie of, like, the original run of the series. Um, Even though I think Generations was a dumber film, or Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, whatever the fuck they call it, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 was definitely the sillier of the ones. But I don't know, there was something like about the film that kind of like got under my skin, so to speak. Um, Pun definitely attended about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 and just stuck with me. I actually got that as a Christmas gift one year from my brother, and I watched it like every day during my Christmas break. I watched the movie so much that I used to know it by heart. My parents actually wanted to have me committed because of that. But it wasn't until many, many years later that I eventually did get a chance to finally go out and rent a copy of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I know the history of the film from like reading Fangoria magazines. I know the controversies behind it and whatnot. Um, it is, I'll say it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Um, yes, I do enjoy the second one a little bit more than the first. Um, Not saying that I didn't find the original scary in its own right, but I was a lot more older when I saw it, so I don't think it affected me as much. Probably if I saw the first movie at the age I did when I saw the second one, I'd probably like be completely disturbed by it and probably would not be obsessed with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series in general. But yeah, it was one of those situations where I think just because, down the road, I did see the second one. I had to see the original, the one that started it all. Yeah, I became a fan. Leatherface is one of my favorite, if not, he is my all-time favorite of the movie monsters, the modern slasher films and whatnot. Even though it kind of wasn't really like the slasher formula back when it first started out, but I just lumped it as slashers or whatever. There's just something about the Leatherface character that, he's mentally disturbed and, kills people with a fucking chainsaw. I mean, that's brutal, and brutal enough as it is. And he wears masks made out of human flesh. Um, so yeah, that just stuck with me ever since I was a kid, and I was obsessed with became obsessed, I should say, with serial killers and mass murderers after that. To the point that, again, I think people are a little turned off by that who know me. Um, Whatever. I don't care. I'm fucking 48 years old now. Um, it's always been a part of me. But anyways, again, here I go with another rant and rave. Just going to talk about the NECA Ultimate Leatherface. I forget when I picked this up, but I was getting back into collecting again. I got into the NECA. I think it was actually the Friday the 13th figures, maybe, that I first started getting into, dipped into the NECA universe, and then just went on from there. And I found out the Texas Chainsaw Massacre ones, blah blah blah, and I eventually picked this one up with, I forget, whoever this. I just decided to do this for the start, for the display of the video. I forget her fucking name, but she's my um, she's been my victim for some of my photography that I've done with some of my figures over the years. I need to go through and go through my Facebook and repost the photos from my that I had on my original Instagram page. I got booted off of it. I don't know what came about. I just got locked out of my old Instagram page. I had to start a new one. Some of my older photos I don't have up there anymore, but they're still saved on my Facebook. Transfer them over. And again, here I go rambling. So I'll just get back to the point. And take her out. Yeah, I got them on a stand now. does stand up sometimes, pretty pretty good on his own. Sometimes they do have a stand for him for extra support. Um, but yeah, I again, this figure's awesome. NECA always does really good with the sculpts. Now, to be a bit of a nitpicker, um, the shirt he does wear in the movie, according to what Gunnar Hansen has said so himself in interviews, that the shirt he wore in the film was pink. This resembles more of the shirt that NECA actually had, like the first Leatherface I've ever owned of NECA. You know, the first time I was into collecting before my stop, and then I went back into it. The first NECA figure, and it was the only NECA figure for the longest time, was my um, Leatherface from the prequel to the remake. I honestly think that this is the base body to that. Um, I know they changed, the articulations better because it's the Ultimate lines. That was back when NECA was just basically, almost just statues with hardly any articulation at all. But this is more or less the same shirt that it's on the that Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning of the face figure. I'll take that out at some point and do a review of that one too. Um, it's kind of that dirty white, and it's got the stripes on it. Um, Again, completely inaccurate to the shirt that he wore, that Gunnar Hansen wore in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like I said, it was he said in many interviews that it was a pink t-shirt, not a pink t-shirt. I'm saying t-shirt, pink dress shirt that he wore. Um, he's got the tie. Um, Apron is, um, I'm guessing, like the fake leather stuff. Um, it's pretty cool. It's got like basic articulation. I know Neck has improved with some of the other horror figures that I've got over the years. The head's just on a basic peg. He's got the shoulder articulation out, rotates and whatnot. He's only got the single jointed elbow, and you get the little wrist movement, twist, and a bit of a bend here and there. Now NECA has done double elbows. I would also like to see this updated too. Maybe give him like a more accurate shirt, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. More accurate shirt to the movie, and also I think his arms are really skinny, and that was the other issue too. Coincidentally, that's why I'm thinking that this was the base for the base body originated from that Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning figure, which came out like early 2000s. That had a problem with skinny arms too, especially when the actor Andrew Bernarski or whatever is 6'4", 6'5" body, former bodybuilder. So of course the guy's got like monstrous arms, and I think even Gunnar Hansen himself was a former football player. He said a college football player, I think, in interviews. So the dude was built. Um, he's got the hips in and out, go forward so much, single jointed knee, and then he's got the boots that kind of rotate. This one doesn't move up and down as much, and this one you get more of a range of up and down, and that's one of the reasons why I sometimes use a stand for him, because of like the one boot's got more articulation than the other one does. So I have had issues of him standing up over a period of time, especially in the warmer days when this material kind of softens up a bit. So I'll keep him on his stand for now for the rest of the video. The accessories, of course, his chainsaw, pretty decent sculpt on that. They've gotten better over the years. I mean, they do reissues all the time of these figures, where they update paints on them. Not necessarily the sculpts, but they will update paints, apps on them. The blood on it is fairly decent. There's a little bit of a splatter here, and you get the silver to um, to make it look like the paint's chipping off of the chainsaw itself. Fairly decent little thing. And then you have it came with a meat cleaver, which I really don't remember a sequence where he used this in the film. It's been a while since I've seen the original. I'll have to take it out again. I think he holds onto it like briefly. I think when he's got the old lady mask on, when he's in the kitchen. Then of course you got the knife that Grandpa uses, or I think Leatherface does use it to cut the finger, Sally's finger, to feed Grandpa his blood. That they actually really did cut the actress in the film to get her to bleed. Of course, you got the hammer. That actually Leatherface used more of the hammer in the film than the actual chainsaw. He kills only oh god, the fucking brother in the wheelchair. He's the only one that uses the chainsaw to kill. He does use it to cut up the first kid that he murders. God, I can't even remember the fucking characters' names for the life of me. I feel like a fucking moron having a wicked brain fart. You got the meat hook prop, which scaled to him. I didn't know how big. I don't think I've actually seen a real meat hook, but scaled for him, it's pretty big. A lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And then there's also the alternate head, which is the old lady mask. I'm not really that much of a fan of this one. Again, he uses it briefly because he's getting dinner. He's out in the kitchen getting dinner ready. When his brothers first come home, and he gets his ass chewed out by the cook, or by Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and find out his name is Drayton, about chainsawing up the fucking door, making sure the kids didn't get away. It's the only time that he really uses the old lady mask. I always just keep him displayed with the killing mask, which is a fairly decent sculpt. Again, it's not like 100% accurate to the exact look of the mask from the film, but it's good enough. Okay, can go back. Yep, the stand fell off his foot, but that's okay. Because, messing around with it, I'm not going to expect the stand to stay in the heel of his boot. Let's give him the chainsaw, which is fairly easy. Usually just get it around the thumb and get it in the second hand. Now this is the first time doing it behind the camera. Haha. And yeah, he holds the chainsaw pretty well. So yeah, again, for the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one from 1974. This is my look at the Neca Ultimate Leatherface, and I was trying to set something up for an outgoing shot, last shot of the video, and it's not cooperating, so it just may not work. Again, another prop that I made for action figures and whatnot. This guy being ripped in half. I was going to try to make it look like Leatherface swung up the chainsaw and cut the dude in half. But yeah, he's not going to stand up on his own. He's going to fall over. So he's dead. All right, so yeah, that's my NECA Ultimates Leatherface from the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Video's over. Get the fuck out of here.